This video demonstrates a spreadsheet for laying the each way market in Betfair and then betting the same runner in the win market and the place market. So that's a lay and a bet of the same runners, two bets of the same runner. Now you might lay and bet the same runner, or you might lay one runner and then bet that runner plus some more runners if you want in the other two markets. Also you might lay and bet all three markets, or just lay the each way market and just one of the other two markets rather than all three. So there's a bit of flexibility with this sheet. Input your odds for your runner or runners and then juggle the stakes a little bit using the yellow cells to balance your trade at the bottom of the sheet over the four possible outcomes. Okay, let's look at the sheet. Right, I apologise for the whole of the sheet not being on the screen. I'm using OpenOffice here instead of Excel, and I've got my screen set to 90% already. If I set it much smaller, you won't be able to see what's going on. You won't be able to read the numbers. So the whole sheet doesn't fit on the screen. Right, so starting at the top here, put in there the fraction that Betfair says it pays out on the place part of the each way market. You'll see that at the top of the bet slip part of the Betfair screen before you start to place any bets or lays in the each way market. So don't forget that. I've forgotten that in the past and wondered what I've done wrong when I've tried to work things out. Okay, so that's the fraction. So if it's quarter the odds, put a 4 in. If it's a fifth the odds, put a 5 in. And then the top of the part of the sheet here will work out the proper returns from your each way part of your bet. So put your lay stake in there and your lay odds in that one and name your runner in there. So that's the top, that's the each way part at the top. Then we've got the win market part here. Put your name of your runner in again and your odds and a stake for that one. And then here's the place market part. There's your name of your runner again and your odds and another stake in there. Now these are manual inputs, these stakes, so you'll be juggling those in a moment using these two yellow cells. So once you've got all that information in, you can look down at the bottom. On an Excel screen you'd be able to see this okay all in one go. I'll just put that up a little bit. And you see it says 1 to be placed there. Well, if you've only got one horse that is placed, that is the payout row there. So if it's a winner and it's placed, you look at that cell. If it loses but it's placed, you'll look in that cell. And if it's a loser and unplaced, you'll look in that cell. Okay. Now if it's a winner and unplaced as well, so we'll come back to that in a moment. Let's not confuse things just yet. Right, so once you've got your odds and your stakes in, you then look down here at your profit and loss and you alter your stakes above until you're happy with the outcome there that you've got in your profit and loss, and then you go ahead and place your stakes. So if you've got £9.50 in there and you want to put it up to, I don't know, £12 and see what happens, stick 12 in, hit return, and you can see you start to go into the red here, look, in those two cells. So you might want to alter that down again or change this one, maybe put that up as well to 12 and see what happens. Well, you got 1 into profit now, so you've got a bit of a loss there. So it looked better before we started. So we'll go back a little bit. And we've got £3, 172 or 60 pence. So that looks okay to me at the moment. So we'll try some 9s in there, and that improves that one, look. But if you get a winner, that's gone down a bit, so we'll stick 9 in that one as well. And you're down to 64 pence for the winner and up a little bit on your places. So whichever you're happy with, or you could even up your stakes all round if you could alter that to biggest, put them all to double what they were, and you'll double your profit that's shown down at the bottom there. So that's all you need to do, really. So that's if you're just doing one runner. So if you're laying one runner in the each way market and then you're betting more than one runner in your win market, put in your other runner in there, whatever its name of the horse is, and stick some odds in. Maybe it's got odds of win market, maybe it's a bit of an outsider of 10, and it's down here then as well. With, let's just put that in there, and maybe that's odds of 2 or something. If it's a 5th, I'm only guessing at that one. And you see you've got some automatic stakes come up now, because these 2 markets are Dutched to get an equal profit or loss, whichever wins, or is whatever the result. So the win market is shown down here. As you put your odds in down here, you'll see this will alter, but it'll all show down there. And if you put some more in there, you'll see this row here, this green row, that shows what happens if one of these is placed, or what happens if 2 get placed, and what happens if 3 get placed. Now you can't have 4 get 4 placed, so it shows 0 because you've only bet 3 of them. So that's what happens to your place market bets. And as you put those in, of course, you get more options shown in your possible outcomes. So now you've got 3 bet in your place market, you could possibly get 3 placed. So you need to look at that row there, and if you do get 3 placed, you'll get one of those outcomes there. And if you manage to get 2 placed, something on that middle row there will happen. And if you only get 1 placed, you'll be looking at that row there. Right, let's have a look at this cell here now. It's usually in brown in Excel, but it shows up in yellow in this. Now I've moved the screen up a little bit now, so see the formula that's in there at the top here. So that shows that 3 cells are added together, which are F3, which we can't see on the screen at the moment, E plus E24 and minus C37. So F3 further up is the unplaced lay there, so that would be a plus. So you make a profit out of that one. So it's F3, E24, which is that one. That's the win market, what happens in the win market, and minus C37, which is the losing stakes there, 37, if you don't hit anything at all in the place market. So what this is looking at is if you've done more than 1 horse in the win market, which we've done 2 here, look. Now if that second one wins and you haven't bet it in the place market, and you obviously haven't laid it in the each way market, that shows the outcome of that scenario. So if it loses, that won't apply, because you won't have it as the winner. I hope that's clear. Anyway, don't worry about that if you put everything in there that you put in there, and then you won't need to worry about that scenario. Okay, so it's a bit of a rough and ready video, but hopefully it explains what's going on. Okay, thanks very much for listening, and good luck with your each way and win and place trades.